Hey there. I just recently did a Periscope where I looked at this 60th anniversary Time magazine from 1983. I looked back at the 60 years covered in the publication, but also at the 32 years since then, looking at ads and that sort of thing. These are the best bits from that scope. I hope you enjoy it. If you want to see more of my scopes, you can follow me on Periscope or on Twitter. So that's the cover of it, and what I'm going to do is just flip it out, and they have many of their covers. Like there's the famous Hitler one, we focus that, where they put an X through Hitler, Lyndon Johnson. There's a Beatles cover there, Bobby Kennedy, first man to walk on the moon, and all the way through, so it goes in that direction and then starts back here. So you have the 70s here, Vietnam, that's the 76 election, Anwar Sadat, Mount St. Helens blowing up, Ronald Reagan when he was shot in 81, and then I guess this was 83, I think 82 or 83, when the computer was the machine of the year. So the first ad in the magazine is a Fiero, which I think is, back then it was obviously a hot car. I don't know if you remember that, Deborah, but I think looking back now is sort of indicative of the early 1980s. I'm going to read one from Frank Sinatra in 61, and it says, again, this is a letter to the editor. Thanks for sharing, Deborah. I'm glad to see that you are still batting 1,000 regarding any information concerning me. As usual, your information stinks. I need a house and a nightclub in Palm Beach like you need a tumor. I think these first person, not even first person, but first accounts of these events happening kind of give you insight into, what was going on in the day. He is Elvis Aaron Presley, a drape-suited, tight-trousered young man of 21, and the sight and sound of him drive teenage girls wild. All through the South and West, Elvis is packing theaters, fighting off shrieking admirers, disturbing parents, puckering the brows of psychologists, and filling letters to the editor columns with cries of alarm, and from adolescents, counter cries of adulation. So let me get to the ads, because I think that sort of sets another another set of history, in that the magazine looks back from 1983, but the ads are from 1983. So this is the Panasonic video camera, basically a camcorder. And what I love about this I love it because I thought about doing this on Periscope, is that until now, a video system this advanced could never be so portable. And the fact that I am, live streaming this on a phone, and they're talking about I guess that's a 3-piece set. I don't know if you had to carry all 3 with you, but they're saying that's the easiest at the time. So, in 32 years, we've come from recording with a 2-piece system to now streaming live on our phones.